Who is Dead Mouse? Fucking Metal Gear?
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around. NVIDIA keeps sending me these graphics cards and alerting the guards.
Well, you know it's going to be a good tripod when we spent 20 minutes trying to get to the tripod.
Already 3 minutes late.
All right. I'm starting tripod now. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tripod. We are in a new decade. We are in a new year. I apologize for it being February before we even get around to recording this, but we are back, and with a very rambunctious group of people. I am always, as always, I am Adrian, and with us we have...
Hi, I'm Drew. I'm now relegated to the basement. Follow me on Twitter so I can get that sweet clout.
I'm Jacob. I don't have a Twitter.
Hi, I'm Wallace. Nice to meet you.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo.
Hey y'all, Kit here. That's it.
Okay, I can never tell when yours ends sometimes. It just kind of, like, it leads off like you're going to say something else.
That's my secret power. You see, you never know when my introductions end. I managed to trick you into thinking I was muttering to myself for a solid minute.
That's true.
I'm very powerful. Don't underestimate me.
You use Discord's attenuation to your advantage. Like
this is what happens. This is what happens when Kit follows the Planikin.
God damn it, dude. We're just gonna be on that.
That joke should have stopped
The entire time. Okay. Hey, so we're back for Tripod. Everybody's introduced themselves. I'm going to give you guys a rundown of what we're going to talk about today because we have a lot to talk about. It's been just an extra long time since the last podcast, and we got some stuff to work through. So for the Tripulse section, I've got an Untitled music competition to kind of hypothetically throw off of you guys. We've got the hydration service launching pretty soon. We've got Lost Lands stuff that's going to be happening, you know, later this year. I also got the results back from the Tripalooza poll, and then we also have a boatload of music and video game stuff to talk about. How are y'all doing today?
Very good.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Stop.
I ate sugar. That's how I'm doing today.
Was it good?
No, it was sugar.
I ate burger. I consumed boiga, and I met up with some VR chat homies for like the first time. It was really cool.
You know what?
I played Lego Star Wars.
I'm excited to talk about a thing.
I channeled my inner Karen and got 5 pizzas out of Papa John's.
That did happen, yes.
Whoa, wait, hold on.
We need to invent a pizza teleporter because he can't fit the pizzas in his fridge. So he needs to teleport them directly into my fridge.
Here, I will post a picture. Wait, my phone
you actually went and got 5 pizzas from Papa John's? Why?
Alright, so if I have time to tell the story, what happened was...
Oh wait, is Papa John's the one that you can get uncooked?
No, I don't know, can we? No, it's Papa Murphy's you're thinking of. Yeah.
Okay. Good, continue, I'm sorry.
So what happened was I ordered 3 pizzas online because they gave me a 30% off coupon for today. And I went downstairs to pick them up, and dumbass me also didn't check to see the name on the order, so the lady just gave me 2 pizzas. I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. I ordered 3. So I checked the name on the box, and she gave me somebody else's pizzas. And so I called up, and after, like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so of being on hold, I said, hey, y'all screwed up my orders. And they're like, oh, yeah, we're well aware. Your actual pizzas are coming. So now I have 5 pizzas.
Oh, okay, so that story is not as bad as I thought it was. I thought you legit just ordered 5 pizzas because...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Like, oh, I got this coupon, better buy as many as possible.
Oh, no.
Better stock up.
Yeah, no, I'm good for the next year.
Cookies has showed up. Unfortunately, he's late, and...
Banned.
He's late.
You've been voted off the island.
And just so you know, there was a clear 20 minutes before we even started the podcast.
Yeah, you're glad you missed the 20 minutes. It was awful.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you won't be singing for us anytime soon either. Anyways. Awesome. Good to hear. Oh, excuse me.
Very good.
Jesus. You look like, it looks like a bunch of Coke.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
All
it.
right.
That's an image that people are gonna have to imagine.
That's there it is. Even though I
leave it
said
up
it
for-
before he said anything, but still.
I'll just leave it up
Just
for
don't watch the
interpretation.
Super Bowl. Easy.
Well, you see, Cell, who says, how the fuck y'all gonna do Super Bowl or do Tripod during the Super Bowl? And 4 out of 5 of us are not watching it.
Yep.
I
So,
am
there you go.
watching it though.
Yeah, I'm not watching it.
I'm not.
Did I fucking stutter? I said 4 out of 5 of us are not
Well,
watching
you
it.
know what? Fuck you, guy. I'm watching it.
Adrian, do you expect us to do math?
I just don't understand why he's angry.
I'm not. It's just game. Why have to be mad?
Because you're always mad. That's your secret, Dr. Banner.
It's just game. Why mad?
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about Tripulse. Jesus.
It's taking long enough.
Hey, guess what? Canvas shirts are done, so you can't order them anymore. Sad day.
Gone.
But I got
have
them.
my canvas.
I got one.
At least for this
I'm wearing
canvas.
it right now, and it is comfy. It is cool. I took it to the tattoo festival yesterday. Some guy gave me a compliment on it. I told him about Cyrix's art on Twitter. I think he followed her. I don't know. That was cool. Anyways, that's
I
done.
love it.
Look at you plugging us and stuff.
I didn't plug y'all. I just plugged Cyrixa.
Whatever.
Wow.
It still counts.
Anyways, yeah, I was too busy at the festival. Tripalooza happened, and it was kind of like in the middle of Tripaloozas so far. I still feel like the year before last was probably our best one. I don't actually know if that was the best one or not, because that was a 24-hour stream one, and honestly, I was conscious for most of it, but also like kind of really, really out of it for most of it.
Probably
That
what
one
makes it
can't
the
be
best.
the best one because it involved 6 hours straight of Overwatch.
Correct. That was an experience.
6 hours of Overwatch. I still think it's the best one. You know why? Because I wasn't awake during those 6 hours of Overwatch.
Yeah. I stayed for the beginning, and then after a while, it's just like, yeah, I can't take this. I'm out. Bye.
I think the viewers actually did drop to the lowest it was during the Overwatch part. So
What a surprise.
when did Tripalooza happen, says Cookies? December 27th through the 29th. The weekend after Christmas. And
We gave
usually
away less
before
games
the
than
New
last
Year's.
time too. This year,
We did.
Last year.
I couldn't. I just couldn't keep up with it. Was all.
Understandable.
We'll have to figure out something a little bit more streamlined, I guess, for that. I don't know.
Something
is
that's
no
not
such
rigged
thing.
in my favor.
Don't have to worry about it for like 10 months though, so.
Yeah, great. Just you keep thinking that, but then I'll procrastinate it till November, and then it'll be just a little bit under a month that I'll have time to prep for it. So
You'll remember it after the fact.
I just want to point out, dude, we didn't even give away half of the games that Kit had, and I had copies of pretty much every single one of the ones that Kit had. So we gave away way less than half of what we had, and now I have everything I have now is just rolling over into next year. So we're gonna have like quadruple what we had. That's not a good number, but yeah, you get it. I don't do good math.
You're well stocked.
I'm like
And I need to
stonks.
start finding more excuses to give these away.
Hey, you're in luck because I took a poll on Tripalooza and as well, and that was met with some okay thoughts, I guess. You know what? I don't have the results for that pulled up, so I'm just gonna wing it on that. Basically, I was told that I should ping more, which was funny because I felt like I should ping less. So now I'm kind of like stuck in this trying to figure out how to do it
Follow your heart.
kind of deal.
Conflicted.
Just follow
I
your
am
heart.
conflicted because I really don't want to I don't want to be that annoying server that pings every couple hours. But at the same time, you know, it's our event. You know, it's
Yeah.
one of the big ones. So
Get
I don't know.
involved, god damn it!
Well, okay. We also had a few kind of interests in giving away things other than games, Spotify subscriptions and stuff like that. We'll look at how to do that. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just give a Spotify subscription, but other things will be a little bit difficult. Just like I had difficulty giving Warrior over there a shirt, because you can't actually give a shirt to somebody over Teespring. You have to give them money or order it for them, and neither of those was really that possible. So, sorry, dude.
It's fun.
Hydration service launch is soon. It's this month. And I just want to kind of give like a touchdown on what it is and all that good, crazy stuff. So it's a shirt design. Gosh, I don't have the file ready either. Boy, I have my notes out, but I just don't have anything else ready for Tripod. What a good host I am.
Very prepared.
Very, very prepared. It's a shirt. It's a shirt design. That's the bare basics of it. I'm going to be ordering a pack of 50 of them. We're going to do some pre-order stuff. You're going to get a discount if you pre-order. If you don't pre-order, it's going to be slightly more expensive, but not like crazy. Part of the profits are going to go towards Water is Life. It's a charity that I think kind of really lines up a little bit better with... Why can I not copy that?
I got this for you.
You do got that. The Mountain Dew delivery service. That will never happen.
Thanks.
I don't know why there's another slash right there. Water is Life is the charity. I think it's a good charity. It's also not the biggest water-based charity like that gives water to third world countries and all that. So I think funding is a little bit better for this one as opposed to going to the biggest one and just giving them more money where they don't technically need it as much, I guess. It is an awful way of saying that, but I'm sure you guys kind of get what I'm going for. Another portion of the profits is actually going to go towards what is called the hydration delivery service. Now, what this is it basically you giving me $1 or you giving me $2 or however much it really needs to be. And I'm going to use that money to buy water bottles at festivals, at concerts, just wherever I am. That's like an open community kind of thing where, people need water. I'm going to buy those. I'm going to hand them out, give them a free Tripulse card or something like that. And that's the hydration delivery service. It's super simple and it doesn't cost much when it comes to the shirt itself.
This is the first I've heard of this, and I love it.
Well, this sounds a lot better than other versions of it.
I didn't think of it. It is a lot better than other versions of it. You were absolutely correct, Warrior.
Repressed memories.
Yeah, I
resurfacing.
I didn't actually think of this part of it until this month, and it just kind of made a lot of sense to me. I mean, I'm going to Lost Lands this year. I might be at a few more local things like South by Southwest or RTX this year. So I think it'll be a good deal to just give that stuff out and give people, cards telling them what Tripulse is and why they got a water bottle and all that glorious hydration.
So are you just giving them the bottle, or are you filling the bottle and giving them the bottle?
Stop. It is a pre-filled water bottle. It will be a brand name. I will not have anything to do with the liquid inside of it.
So no ice?
No ice. Since when does ice come inside of a water bottle, Drew?
I mean, if you're handing out water, you can put the ice in it.
You have to open the water bottle.
But then you have to open the water bottle, and then people have to wonder.
You mean yeah. All right, I'm sorry.
Disposable water bottles.
You don't want to try and give somebody an open water bottle at a festival, Drew.
Yeah, it's just not going to go well.
I know what you were thinking, Drew. Mm-hmm. And to that, I will say that I am planning on making stickers, maybe making some patches, maybe making pins, and I am looking into getting water bottles made. But those are not things that will just be given away. Well, maybe stickers. But for the most part, all those other things are just too expensive to manufacture without, selling them in some capacity. And I'm happy to sell stuff to people. Like, I mean, that's if you want a Tripulse water bottle, a Tripulse hydration water bottle, cool. I'm looking into making them. Same thing with
refillable Tripulse water bottle would be sick.
I'll take 30.
I'm also actually see. It's funny that you say you'll take 30 because I'm actually there's a company in Austin that bottles water from an aquifer here in Austin. Disposable water bottles, Tripulse disposable water bottles. I think it'd be
how much
cool.
What would it take to get refillable water bottles though?
I don't know. I have to do the metrics for that. It's okay. I don't want to like promise all these things to start the launch.
I know.
I want to get the shirts made and then we'll see where it goes from there.
I'm just saying, like, disposable water bottle would be cool for like the gimmick, but
no, yeah, like I think you know, having the disposable water bottles and then handing them out, you know, like in places that will allow you to hand them out would be cool, but selling Tripulse branded water bottles to Tripulse members would be better in that category. So yes, I get what you're saying. Yeah. And that's where Drew was going when I said I was going to hand out water bottles.
Yeah, that's where I got confused for a second. Don't mind me.
It's fine. We purposely trained him so he'd fight long.
As a joke.
I forgot how that quote goes. Anyways, speaking of launches and prices and stuff like that, the prices for pre-orders on these shirts is going to be $18. The price for the shirt after it's stocked is going to be $20. This does not include shipping. Shipping will not be free. Unfortunately, we don't provide enough volume to do that. We don't really run to the... We won't be running to the post office that often to kind of make that part of the cost of the shirts. I'm also... I have spreads and like... Well, not spreads, but I have just like basic metrics on ordering all this stuff. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I'm going to post it on the forum. It's real simple stuff. I can show you all the stuff on how it works on Threadbird and how screen printing works and all that. If you really want to learn it, it's kind of like, it's what people would describe as nerdy when it comes to certain businesses. So
I like nerdy.
I like it too.
I'll post it on the forum. It's cool to me. I'm sure it's cool to other people. It's just that it's like it's just small details and stuff that really kind of not everybody's interested in, and I get it. That's all I have to say about the hydration delivery service. As I said before, it's launching this year. The Break Chains website will be up in like a week.
Break Chains version
7.20.
No, we're actually at 5.
Oh.
Believe it or not. So that's cool. I also have other things that will be coming later this year, including a sticker pack.
Yay.
That will not be leaked. I guess part of it's leaked already, but I mean, extrapolate from that what you will. And that's all I have to say. I think, yeah, that's all I have to say about Tripulse related stuff for now. Oh, no I don't. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. As the Tripalooza poll pointed out, there's also an Untitled music competition that I'm currently working on. It's going to be a team-based thing. It's going to have a tournament-style event once a year. It's also going to have an off-season kind of thing where teams can basically challenge each other to certain things. You'll get prizes from each of these kind of matchups. The prizes are pretty much meaningless. It's digital currency. It's just going to be points. And these points can be used to buy things from other members and other teams that they will use in future challenges. You know, if you want to give them a handicap in making a song, if you want to, you know, make them use a certain sample or whatever it is, the member or team will predetermine what handicaps and challenges you can hand out to them. It won't be like, you know, a blanket statement like everybody will have to do this one thing if it's bought from them. Each team will decide their own handicaps and challenges to be bought, and prices for them as well, although we'll have to figure out how currency actually works to kind of figure that out.
Sounds elaborate.
Cool.
How to money.
A little elaborate.
Reminds me a little bit of that Newgrounds competition they had a while ago, where they had all the teams compete.
You know, it's kind of funny that you mentioned that because, so a while back, Cellkit and I were working on a relaunch of MVI, complete with this thing called bounties, and it was basically, you know, you were like copying another person's style or you were calling out another person. I don't remember exactly how it went, but it had kind of the same idea with the points and all that, handing out challenges and handicaps. And then Newgrounds did that thing, and I was like, oh, hey, we should do that thing. And now we're working on doing that thing.
MVI.
I believe
cool.
that I believe that is the end of the Tripulse portion. Does anybody have anything to talk about Tripulse related today?
Yes, Adrian. How many people on the forum called you a dummy head?
11.
Excellent.
All 11 of the submissions.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I filled out the form, and the only thing I answered was the "Is Adrian a dummy head?" question.
Ouch.
Yep.
You too, Drew?
You shouldn't have put it there.
No, I don't remember,
It's
but I do
Brutus?
I remember liking that, saying that yes, you are a dummy. I don't know if that's the only thing I did though. I can't remember. It's been so long.
I can't look at like individuals because I didn't require emails and shit. Every single person from the poll called me a big dummy head.
Fantastic. Phenomenal.
We still love you though.
I'm sure y'all do. It's okay to call the people that you love stupid. Just like Wallace is over there is a dumb bitch.
Dude. Wow. I've been nice all night, man.
Have you?
I have been nice
Have
all
you?
night. I haven't
Really?
called you big dummy head.
This is true.
I heard you mumble that.
I didn't call you a big dummy head.
I heard you mumble it just now.
Well, also,
No.
Wallace didn't make a poll about whether he was, you know.
All right. Seriously, does anybody else have anything else to talk about Tripulse related?
Well, no, fuck you now.
I don't think there's anything.
Okay,
else.
I
then.
love you. I love
Let
you. I
me-
love
Okay.
you, Adrian.
Let me just take a sip of my Liquid Death. This tripod podcast brought to you by Liquid Death, the hydration from the Alps. Some Alps. I don't remember which Alps.
Imagine having a sponsor.
Austrian Alps. That's what they are. The
Imagine
Austrian
not having
Alps.
to say, this is not an ad disclaimer.
With a pH that is very close to alkali. Murder your thirst. This ad not brought to you by Liquid Death.
That'll get him.
I want this sponsorship so bad, dude. I want a Liquid Death sponsorship. I think that would be cool. Especially with hydration service launching soon. How cool would that be to have like a sponsor for Tripod?
Tripulse
That
branded
kinda
Liquid
ties-
Death.
That would be so cool. That would be so cool. You know who the artist for Liquid Death is? It's the guy who did Mr. Pickles. Imagine the
I don't
guy.
know what that means.
Imagine the guy. Oh, we're gonna show you this later. Imagine the guy who created Liquid, who created Mr. Pickles, making Tripulse branded artwork.
That'd actually be sick. No cap. That'd be sick.
It'd be so cool, right? Like, I don't know. That's just there's aspirations that I have that
A man
will,
can dream.
will probably not be filled. God, I hate that you posted that in memes, Cookie. But thank you for that. All right, let's move on. Do we want to move on to music or games right now? Because they both have a lot.
I have shit to talk about music-wise, so...
I'm also
we all do.
excited to talk about the release
Yes.
of the month.
I did listen to that for once.
Are you excited because you hate it, or are you excited because you liked it? Because I'm
You'll see.
worried.
I'm not going to tell you.
I guess we're moving on to music. And before we get to the release of the month, I just want to like rocket off some of the stuff that got released. And I'm not going to read my entire list because it is kind of long. There will be a playlist up like shortly after the actual podcast is recorded. I've got half of it made already. It's just that it takes a really long time to do it from my phone. So now that I'm home at my computer, I can do it a lot faster. Anyways, quite a few things came out. Essinger had a few more songs come out from his album. I'm actually starting to not listen to them as they come out anymore because I I don't want to ruin the album experience. This is a big thing for me lately, is not listening to songs as they come out and trying to wait for the actual album. Quicks had an EP come out, of which isn't really an EP. It's called I Got The, and there's 2 remixes on it, and then the title song. That's it. BTSM had a song come out. It's called Let's Get It. Autograph had a song come out called Ain't Deep Enough. The entire Lost Lands compilation came out. One song that I can pick out from it is Suck It by Big and Slim. I thought that one was really cool. Snails had an album come out called World of Slime. AU5 had the Dusk EP come out. Anli, a Chinese musician that I follow, had a couple songs come out. I thought those were pretty cool. Ice Set to Kill did a really interesting thing where they did a cover of a Linkin Park song. It's Points of Authority. I thought that one was really cool. Zed's Dead did a really interesting kind of compilation where they basically collaborated with all of the people that were on Deadbeats and made songs for a compilation. Our boy All Systems Online had a song come out on a compilation. It's called Voice or Voices? Voice. Okay. Been waiting for this one for a while, and it's really good. I like it a lot. Shirobon had a song come out called Impact of TY77. I thought this one was really cool. Apparently Kit didn't like it, so there's that. Ace and Trinity had a song come out called Self Love. Peekaboo had an EP called Impossible. Crywolf had a couple new songs come out. Ujiko, who I've found out is not actually Ujiko Snail's House. That's 2 different artists apparently. Ujiko had a EP called Ayakashi. There's a couple songs from Dream that came out. Apache had new songs come out. Pierce had new songs come out. Company and Wooly had new songs come out. Our boy Josh had a 2-side EP come out, Firestorm and Bone Marrow. Excuse me. Delane had a new song come out called Ghost Heart House. I had one more. Where is it? Oh wait, no, that came out after the deadline for this list. Never mind. And finally, let's get to the release of the month. Under the Light of a Dying Moon by Hex Cougar.
It sure is a release.
I liked exactly half of it.
Okay, I'll go first. Then.
Yeah.
I really like the intro of this, and of course the song that comes immediately after it. I don't know. I've never really liked Hex Cougar before this EP came out, and I thought that there was like this atmosphere, ambiance to the first couple songs, and then the other songs just sounded neat. And I had this EP on repeat quite a few times, since it came out, and yeah, it hit the right buttons for me. That's all I can actually say.
Yeah, you're not gonna like what I have to say about it then.
Okay.
So here's my bold claim. There are 6 tracks on this EP. Only one of them is good.
Oof.
Elaborate.
Which one do you think it is?
Is it Haunting?
Hourglass?
It is Hourglass.
Yes. That one's good.
Now, what made that song good for you? Was it Josh Pan?
No.
It was
It was
Away.
the song. The song was good.
Okay.
It's a good song.
It is a good song. I like it. That one was a single that came out before the EP.
Problem I have with the rest of it is that the intro is an intro. You can't really... It's an intro. How do you can't really...
It serves its purpose.
Get much from an intro as a standalone thing. It builds an atmosphere, but then the rest of the EP doesn't really carry that to me. And then the other 4 songs just kind of drag on. It's like after each of them gets to around the halfway point, I wish it was over.
See, that's interesting that you say that, because I feel that way about a lot of his other music. But I listened to everything front to back on this EP, and I thought it moved really well.
There's definitely an atmosphere, and it definitely progresses. Just not very well, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about it, but I had the same issue too, where it's like reached about the halfway point and you're like, okay, I've heard this. Let's get it over with.
It's just
Yeah.
it follows the same tragic pitfall that so much music follows, where you have this cool intro, and then this cool middle bit, and then you drop the tension a little bit, fill some time, and then they make the mistake of just put the cool bit in again. And there you go.
I get that gripe, though. I get that gripe, because I do have that about a lot of music that comes out now. I feel like a lot of it's just copy-paste. And it's not. It really isn't. It's just that there's not enough of a difference in the second cool bit to make me feel like it's a second cool bit.
And like, it's all definitely very well done. I really like Hourglass, but the problem is there's just so much other music you could listen to where if it does repeat the same thing, you're just like, click another song.
Well, and to that, so the original release of the month was going to be Impact of TY77, and then the Ayakashi EP came out, and I thought that one was going to be it, and then this one came out, and I really, really liked this one, and I thought that it was going to be a good pick, and I have mixed feelings. So
this is why I was excited to talk about it, because all of us have a different opinion about it.
And that's kind of the thing that I felt about the Volant EP. I felt like we didn't really have a discussion about it. We just like, yeah, we like it. And that was it. EP. Album. Called 2.
2.
because it's number 2 in his list of albums. All right.
I kind of wish I followed that naming scheme.
Towers 2.
What's the second version of a tower? Is it a skyscraper?
Twin Towers.
No. Minecraft building limit.
It is a spire.
A spire. Well, okay, there you go. There's your next album. Spires. Expires. Because that's what will happen to your body.
That's what's going to happen to everyone before the album comes out.
Are you telling me that you're going to outlive me?
Yes.
Don't do it. You dare him.
Robot Body 2020.
With whoa, 2020.
Yeah, we're getting it done this year.
What a dark prediction. All right. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, that's a good discussion we had about the song. The EP, sorry. Wallace had something to talk about music related. What'd you have to talk about?
Thunderdome.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking cool. I went to see Thunderdome last night with my brother, and oh man, does it feel good to go to a rave again. Really good. I actually got to fucking use those earplugs that came in with my Lost Lands tickets, and they worked as intended.
I use those at movie theaters.
Really?
Yeah, movies are too loud for me now. I'm getting old, but I can't sit in a movie theater and my ears not hurt, so I have to wear them now. That's fair. They're good. They're reusable. I like them. I might have to start bringing them to work or something. Anyways, it kind of. I didn't see Trivecta because we came in sometime during Lucci's set because my brother had to come all the way down from college, and it was kind of a task and a half getting to the venue. Fucking while I was parking, managed to dent and scrape the shit out of my car on some dude's truck. Thankfully, the truck was fine. There was no damage on the truck, but there is a hole in my heart now because my car is damaged and I have to pay out of pocket for that, which sucks. However, aside from that, the actual event was good. Lucci was good. After that was Champagne Drip back-to-back G-Rex, which was good. Then it was Phase 1 and Kaiwachi, and it was pretty cool to see Phase 1 again. Never seen Kaiwachi live, and I am so glad I got to see him for the first time, because that shit was fucking, they went hard. They went really hard, and they went like, they had some like sort of metal type stuff in there as well.
because
Yeah,
of course
phase
they
one.
did. It's phase 1 and Kaiwachi, so it just, oh my god. And Kaiwachi's visuals are fucking cool. I think when we were talking at Base Canyon, we were talking about how phase 1 is like, he's a better producer than he is a DJ, but honestly, I still enjoyed the shit out of his set.
I'm sure
with
he's gotten
Kaiwachi.
better over the years too. Like,
Yeah.
that was 2 years ago now.
A year and a
A
half.
little bit left, yeah. A little bit less, but close to 2 years now.
But anyways, yeah, no, it was fucking good. Let's see. After that was Spaghetti back-to-back Wooly.
All right, hold on. I'm going to stop here for a second. We probably shouldn't go down this road where we describe the entire night again.
I'm not going to describe the entire night. I'm just going through the lineup really quick and then just going to talk about how I enjoyed it, and then also mini story that was kind of funny to me.
Okay.
That's about it. Spaghetti back-to-back Wooly, which was dope. My brother has always been a big Spaghetti fan, so he got to see Spaghetti for the first time. I know you and me missed Spaghetti, sort of.
Yeah, we caught like the tail end of it.
Yeah, we caught the tail end of it, and I got to see Wooly again, which I love Wooly. And that may or may not partially be biased because we were on rail for him and then met him in person, but it was good. And then Liquid Stranger, who is also good, although he talks a lot, like a lot. He talks quite a bit. And then Excision, who dropped his new audio visual stuff.
Yeah,
Which was
how'd you like that?
really fucking good.
I have
we
nothing
only
to
stayed
do with that this year.
We only stayed for like 30 minutes because my brother was getting anxious and we were kind of tired and I was worried about my car. But we caught his set and dude, holy fuck. Holy fuck. It was nuts, dude. Like, me and Stuart were both just like, dude, where is Adrian when you need him? Like, we were like both wishing that you were there. It was fucking crazy. It was awesome. I heard Behemoth get dropped like 3 or 4 different times, and I went hard each and every one of those times. And that was also Stuart's first rave experience, so I'm very happy about that. I'm happy that he saw Excision, got to experience all that. And I am just the most amused because anybody that's been to a rave know that it is just like there's a lot of chads and women with like hardly any clothing on, because that's just how it is. What I didn't expect, because we were at the Dome, the Tacoma Dome. Mm-hmm. And fucking they had some bleachers set up for people to sit down. Fucking I don't know. just tell me if you want me to stop because we're on the podcast. But we're sitting down on the bleachers, and there's this like couple like behind us, and all of a sudden I see the girl like out of the corner of my eye, like laid down. No. She's in the row behind us, laid down like on the back of the on the back of the seat, and all I can see out of the corner of my eye is just her getting some, and that's just, I just didn't expect that, and I'm really fucking amused.
This took a turn.
That is a thing that happens.
It happens. It happens a lot at concerts, to be honest with you, but God, people have a little bit of class.
I get it, right? I get it. I really do. Fucking, if I was that much of a player, and I went to a rave with the lady, I would, and I was high on Molly or some shit, I don't think I'd be able to stop myself. But just like, please,
do it anyway.
It was not. I just wait. You can wait. I promise you. Just have fun.
Kids. Pop Adrian here for a second. Let me just speak to you real quick. Don't do drugs. All right. Just
wait.
Imagine doing drugs.
Just don't.
I'm sorry, I'm chewing right now, and like that was all up in my mic. I'm real sorry, kid. You're gonna hear that later.
But yeah, just small like story because it was really funny. I'm actually surprised because I saw like not like a crazy amount, but just a few like older people, like people that were like not even over like they're like 40 and above there that seemed to like really be enjoying the music, which kind of caught me by surprise because
They're out there.
like
they are actually out there. Yeah,
they are out there. Shout out to people that are like 40 or 50 years old or above that just like dubstep or rhythm and all that shit. That you impress me. You impress me.
Shout out to the boomers who like boomer dubstep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like
the tweet.
It was really funny because like I turned to Stuart because we saw like two older like women walking back from like the front or something like that. Mm-hmm. I was just surprised. I'm like I just turned to Stuart. I'm like, I don't know what it was. Just like, what are you guys doing here? It's just like, this is dubstep, not Johnny Cash.
Wow.
I didn't say that to them. I said that to Stuart just jokingly.
I know you said it to Stuart, but geez.
I just was so caught off guard, and I kept seeing like old, slightly older people. I saw like an older guy that just looked like he had no business being there in like a collared shirt and shit. Just
no
probably
business
with
being
his
there.
With his like daughter or something that was wearing like, I can't remember, but was it
his daughter?
I don't know.
Sure?
He was either
he's
daughter,
not a sugar daddy?
daughter or wife. I don't know, man. Like she was in skimpy clothing or something like that, and I was just, I was amused because like everybody else there is in like, fucking rave gear or tank tops or artist merch and shit.
All right,
so
time to move on from this.
Okay. This reminds me.
All I gotta say is fucking PK sound is fucking awesome, and you could feel that shit in your bones. Such a fucking good show. I fucking love Excision, dude.
It sounds really cool. I mean, you always have those times where older people like your music because of a lot of metal influences, and you've got that one Swarm tweet where he's playing at a restaurant and that lady's really upset at him.
This is a good tweet. I saw this one before. I really like that. So funny. I'm glad this dude's getting a lot of play, by the way. He's really, really ramped up, like, since
oh yeah,
Soul
I know
picked
this.
him up on the tour.
I know he's on Cannonball, and I mean, he's getting powerful. It's awesome.
Okay. Anybody else got any music
love
stuff
that.
to talk about?
If you're not here for the show and you're just eating, I'm so sorry.
I do actually want to mention my alternative release of the month.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I need a way to pick releases of the month. I can't keep picking them at my discretion. That seems kind of weird and stressful.
So, like, what if you did a poll where you asked people for some favorite releases of the month, and then people could actually do a poll after that of like ones mentioned?
Let's vote on it.
I'm gonna put a sheet together on Google or a forum together, and you can just send in submissions. And
If I was better at keeping up with new releases, I would give you options. I only found this one because you sent me a message today saying, hey, alternate release of the month, here you go. And I was like, nah, I don't like this. So I started looking at SoundCloud and was like, oh, hey, this came out.
yeah, okay, I feel that. What do you have to say about it? Because I didn't listen to it yet.
It is called Flammable by Proshel, and it is good.
Oh, see, that's not how I would have said that. I would have said I would have said Portial, and that's completely wrong. But
But anyway,
cool. I'll check that out.
I don't have a lot to say about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have a lot to say about the song because it's one of those songs that I can't really describe with words. It doesn't happen very often, but it hits like this very, very razor thin balance between being too ridiculous and nonsensical and impossible to keep up with, and right on the limit, because I can keep up with every single element of the song, and I can pick them all out, and I can analyze every bit of it, and I understand all of it. Nothing is missed with this song, but there's just so much going on all the time.
So it's like at 101%.
Yeah, it's like it pushes all 3 of my brain cells to the maximum.
Well, hold on. You've upgraded.
Yeah, I have.
Those used to be neurons.
Jeez, Adrian.
Yeah, they were neurons, but now they're full-on functioning brain cells, and I have 3 of them.
Better than incels.
Yep, I would say that is true.
Danny, shh. You're not on this podcast. You don't get to say such things. Also, what is NAACF? I don't know what that is, Danny.
Lack of...
Notes on a cordial conditional form. I still don't know what that is.
You are cordially invited to reading school.
Hey, I only graduated from the 3rd grade, all right? The 1975's upcoming album. Okay, that's a band I don't keep up with. Even though you talk about them a lot here in Discord.
Listen to Flammable. It's really good if you like brain music.
I like brain music. What if I don't like brain music?
Also,
my Hex Cougar.
One of my favorite power metal bands is releasing a new album this year, and it isn't Powerwolf, and I'm excited for it, and that's all I have to say about it.
Okay, cool. So, also speaking of just music being released, if you guys, have seen releases, if you guys want to talk about any releases that came out this month, or not this month, but like since the last Tripod, feel free to post them here in text or voice. Feel free to talk about them right now. And please send me links so I can actually add those to the playlist as I'm building it later on, because I like to include y'all in the playlist as well.
Yes.
That being said, let's move on to gaming.
Video games.
There we go.
All right. So this podcast, I actually have a new segment called This Fucking Game. And it is inspired by Fallout 76. But it is actually not about Fallout 76 this time around.
Nice.
We're going to get to that here in a little bit. First,
wait, there's more? Oh, no.
It never ends. You should know this by now.
Todd!
It's here somewhere. I'll find it eventually. I want to talk about just some stuff that's happened in games recently, because there was a few things that happened in games recently. So Delays Galore came out this month. I'm just gonna list these off real quick. Cyberpunk 2077 was delayed until September of this year. The Final Fantasy VII Remake was pushed back by a month to April. Last of Us 2 is delayed till May. I didn't even know it was coming out before May. The Avengers game was delayed till September as well. Dying Light 2 is delayed indefinitely. Don't know what that really means, if that just means that they're nowhere near completion, or if they're having some issues, or what it is, but
basically means it's cancelled, but they don't want to admit it because they have too much pride.
Does it?
Basically.
We can be hopeful.
That's kind of what I feel, because they had that entire battle royale thing come out for the first game, and they really, really were pushing to buy that game, and I don't know, dude. It's just I was just kind of really looking forward to that game, because Dying Light, the first Dying Light, is really, really good. But yeah,
Danny says either it's cancelled or it'll come out in 10 years. But you see, that's not true either, because I just played Crimson Skies on the original Xbox. It's been 14 years since that game came out, at least 14 years, and there has been talks of another game since then, and it never happened.
Microsoft signed it as an exclusive, but then they killed exclusives, so...
This one was invented by a writer.
Also, kind of interesting news. So, Sony has had really good single-player games come out exclusively for the PlayStation in the last couple of years. we're starting to get rumors that they're not going to be staying exclusives for much longer, which is kind of really interesting because the big prevalent one as of right now is that Horizon Zero Dawn may be coming to PC soon. And honestly, that was a game that I had written off that I was never going to get to play. And I still am very, very on the fence on whether I'll ever get to play that game or not.
Death to exclusives.
Yeah.
But boy, do I hope that comes to PC, because that game looks so good. It looks so fun. There's so much, like, just world to take in that game. And I'm really, really excited for the possibility of that happening. If it doesn't happen...
If I get to play Shadow of the Colossus on PC, that'd be fucking awesome.
That would be cool too, yeah.
That would be really...
You can also just emulate the PS2 one.
If I could get to play any game successfully on my laptop, that would be amazing.
Persona for PC.
Oh,
that
boy.
would be neat, but it's not on my top 3.
What is on your top 3, Kit? Ace Combat?
Bloodborne. Who could have seen this
Ace
one
Combat
coming?
is on PC.
What?
Oh,
ignore me. I was wrong out the gate.
I want Bloodborne and Spoderman and God of War.
What? Hold on. You want Spider-Man? Really?
Uh-huh.
Didn't see this coming.
I did not see that one coming.
Cool open world fun, cool game.
I see it.
There also might be a tiny bit of nostalgia because, like, one of my first video games was The Amazing Spider-Man.
Okay.
On the GameCube.
Kit just wants to be the Amazing Spider-Man.
Listen, I have
Kit just wants to be mobile.
Very few things that I have nostalgia for.
Kit just wants to be the pizza man.
I'm gonna indulge in it.
Next album is Towers 2, and it's like Spider-Man climbing up a tower.
Kit just wants it to be pizza time.
Yep.
No, Ace Combat's good enough for that. Pizza time.
Pizza time.
There's a pizza mission.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe I just got this PS4 for Christmas, and now they're like, haha, no more exclusives. I'm like, yay.
Well, no.
That's not what the thing is.
It's
a rumor of the future, maybe.
Oh,
and it's not exclusives to them are dying. It's former exclusives are turning to not exclusive.
Which is the way all things should be.
Yeah.
Death to all exclusives. Purge them.
You're right. But
Heresy.
I just bought it for the PS4, and I'm like, great, I could just wait it and got them on PC, maybe.
Could you?
That is a little bit tragic.
That's a very uncertain future right there. I'm gonna move away from that. It's a really interesting topic, and I think it deserves a little bit of play, but we really need to see more before we can actually talk about it.
And all of this still isn't your new segment.
No, it's not, because these next two are real big fuck ups, but they still are not at the top of my why are you fucking doing this list. Rocket League has ended support for Mac and Linux, saying that the DirectX move from 9 to 11 makes it too difficult to do.
I have only one thing to say about this.
Go for it.
And that is, why? Why move to DirectX 11, which is already an extremely outdated API, when you could have done Vulkan, which is already fully cross-platform and performs better.
Not only that, DirectX is two generations ahead already. Like, oh my god, I don't know, dude. And their defense was like OpenGL is not an option. But like
their defense is that the OpenGL libraries are not good enough for this. But yes, that's because OpenGL is terrible. Which is why you do Vulkan, because it's good and it's open source.
Very questionable decision from Sonic.
Dude, listen. I have been watching. I have been paying attention, and the community. Basically, the community is pissed, bro. The community is unhappy.
I feel
they are very unhappy.
I feel it,
and it's not just about ending support for Mac and Linux too. They are very unhappy that Psionic seems to kind of be They feel like they're not listening. There has been a whole like.
Well, they're complacent. They're the only ones in this weird rocket car, soccer, sports ball market. There's no competition. There's no
Lucio
good
Ball in
competition.
Overwatch.
Lucio
like-
Ball is gonna burn in hell because Blizzard is
As it
on its
should.
way down. And that Ubisoft game feels real rough right now. I don't think that's coming out soon.
All right, listen. You want to know the real competition for Rocket League?
Oh, here we go. Is it gonna be Ace Combat?
No, it's Metroid
Wait for it.
Federation Force.
Oh no!
Okay, hang on a second. That franchise needs to stay dead in the water. Okay,
Why
no,
did you say that?
absolutely not.
We don't talk about that. It didn't happen.
We made it up.
Yeah,
It never happened.
Do
like
a barrel roll.
Psyonix in the esports, and I wanted to talk about this anyways. And since he gave me a chance, I'm going to talk about it. Psyonix has not been doing a great job with their esports. A lot of people in the community think that, and I kind of agree. They basically have not. It took forever to get org items in the game and to promote this kind of stuff. They don't allow for prize pools of greater than 5,000 from people that are just for tournament organizers unless it's they get permission from Psyonix. So everything has to be Psyonix sanctioned, but they allow fucking other tournaments, obviously. It's just like they're just not doing a good job of promoting their esports, and a lot of the, like, even at RLCS, right, their big LAN, you won't find org merch or anything really related to like promoting competition. It's all about, for them, it's all about trying to sell copies of the game, which is fair because it's a company and they need to sell copies of the game. But like the Rocket League
You're likely
esports,
already have the game. Like that's not really
but
a
like,
good pitch.
But the whole point is that like Rocket League could very easily, I think, be a tier 1 esport. We could have a lot more competition, a lot bigger names in the scene if Psyonix, you know, decided to not take the worst of, you know, both. If Psyonix actually, you know, did a good job of promoting Rocket League esports, promoting the orgs, the players, all of that, Rocket League could be tier 1. And like I myself, being part of that community, really want that to happen.
It kind of seems like Psyonix was not prepared in the slightest for their game to become an esport, and they still just haven't learned a bit about it.
That is definitely true.
Like they were making it because they just thought, hey, let's make this cool video game and make it fun and cool. And that's as far as they thought, which is fair.
They are very protective of their baby, and I understand that. But fucking think of the possibilities.
The possibilities are endless.
You could sell. You could still sell a lot of copies of the game if you're promoting your esports.
You could sell more copies of the game that way, in fact.
And you can make more money for, you know, especially because they now have org items and a portion of that goes to Psyonix. And it gets worse.
Everything is a win if they just do better at esport, but they don't understand how to do it.
It's really frustrating too because they recently went away from crates, which in my opinion is good. Because I don't really like crates. I like being able to just buy the shit that I want directly. Except they're doing it like Fortnite, where they have the rocket pass, they have the item shop, but things rotate out. And I just kind of want to be able to buy what I want whenever. And also, they're all the crates got turned into blueprints. Essentially, you get a blueprint at the end of the match, and it costs a certain amount to fucking like create that item, like actual money or their psionics credits, which you have to buy for actual money. It's a cool idea, but their execution of the idea wasn't done very well, and they very much are charging like dumb prices for things that should not be. Some items are just overpriced, and it doesn't make sense. And they lowered it once, but just fucking yeah, it's stupid.
Basically, what you're saying is Psionics needs to buy Ninja's book.
Psionics needs to not be the big dumb.
I like how what I said just was completely.
I just let it go.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to give that too much more than it already got.
So that acknowledge.
Optimal response to what I said there.
I also want to point out that with this whole debacle for the Mac and Linux support ending, fucking so I don't know how to explain this well. No, it's not even that I'm talking about anymore. It's people. The people on those platforms were told to apply for a refund through Psionics, but Psionics support team is very, very adamant that you cannot get a refund through them and that you have to go through Steam for a game that is 5-6 years old now and you likely have way more than 2 hours in. So then they tell you, go to Steam, go get your refund. So of course you go to Steam, you try to get the refund, it doesn't happen. They send you back to Psionics. Psionics sends you back. You see what is happening here? It's a fucking feedback loop.
That happens.
Yeah, that's also
frequently.
That's also really annoying.
How do you have such bad support teams? How? In this day and age, how do you just hire such incompetent management to write out these guidelines for people? Other than purposefully.
The only thing right now that seems to be separating them from like Bethesda and shit is that their game works, or so I'd like to think. But unfortunately, Psionics has been having with just issues with servers. Oh my god,
Psionics bad.
No, listen.
Right now, at least.
At this point,
Epic
right
is
now.
bad.
So Psionics, the community has always been criticizing Psionics servers, and for a long time, I've been against the community on this because I've never personally had too much of an issue, because I've always known that my internet is fairly trash. It's actually okay, but like just inconsistent. It's whatever.
Packet loss.
There has been issues with Psionic servers, and it's come to the point where RLCS week 1 was supposed to be this weekend, and it got postponed because Cynet, and I don't think it's on Psionic's end. According to Ian, one of the community managers, I think it's Google servers having issues, because it's not just Rocket League that's been having problems, it's other games that I think have servers through Google. So, but there are just a lot of general complaints, and like I'm gonna be honest, like I wish Psionics would step their game up and not be complacent. Please, just fucking don't be Bethesda. No Todd Howard. Bad. Illegal.
But see,
I rambled.
Todd Howard at least tries to sell you the same game in a new package.
Just
Psionics is just trying to sell their game.
just like make Rocket League good again.
Boy, this little tidbit went on a little bit longer.
Still not
than
in
I
the new
expected it to.
segment.
No, we've got a few more to go through before that too.
There's only one thing I wanted to talk about briefly.
Briefly.
I just want to bring it up. Fucking Witcher show is good. I want to say that.
That's not video games. Get out of here with your casual
It's a show about a video game, and I want to say that it's good.
It's about
you could debate that if they knew about the
The Witcher on Netflix is good.
They literally come out and say, "Hey, we're not based off the video game."
Facing the buck.
I'm gonna toss a coin right through your head, boy.
It's good. It's
Now
good.
now you're mixing
I've said my thing.
franchises,
Move on.
Kit.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Move
know.
on. Move
I
on.
believe you. Anyways,
Anyways,
Move on.
hey, next fuck up that somehow is not on my top fuck ups because boy, the top fuck up is just delicious. This one is about WWE TK20.
Bit late on this
Did
one.
you know?
But
did you know?
boy.
Did you know at the beginning of the new year that the game was force quitting itself?
No.
Because for some reason, when it saw that it was 2020, it decided to shut down for no other reason. There's literally no other reason.
Great.
People were troubleshooting this over and over again, and they set their clocks back before the New Year's. Game worked perfectly fine. No updates, no obvious bugs. It just started force closing because it was 2020.
Y2K
Nice.
for a video
why?
game.
Yeah,
Yep.
except
One
it actually
video
happened. Yeah.
Also, I want to point out that this game looks like a PS3 game.
PS2
They
game.
also
PS1
PS2,
game.
PS3 game. Yeah, just it looks like it doesn't belong in this generation. They also have fucking banner ads all over the stadiums for shit that doesn't make sense. Not banner ads. For previous games.
This
It'll
is
say
what happens.
WWE 2K19 on the banners inside of the stadiums, inside of the game. How do you reuse these assets? How?
This
You
is
just
what
have to go in there
when-
and type. You just have to edit the font. You don't have to. There's no work involved in this.
This
Yeah,
is
I
what
think we need
happens
to-
when you have
we need
one
to-
developer making these games for years and years and years, and only they make the video game, and then they leave, and the publisher is left with this husk that they have to cobble together with whoever they can scrounge up in less than a year to get out to release.
Give me.
Pretty sure that's what happened. I might be wrong.
Amazing.
I don't know, dude. That's just awful.
I know everything about what I
also-
said is correct, except I might be wrong about the time frame.
Also, I just want to point out this game has unskippable ads for shit that does not have
Great.
anything to do with wrestling. And it's not even like ads for stuff that's inside the game. It's not even ads for like events in the WWE, like SummerSlam Jam or I don't know, whatever it's called. It's fucking like Church's Chicken and shit. Like, it's totally irrelevant ads.
Imagine paying money
Snap
for a
into
game
a
and it's still
Slim
getting
Jim, bro.
ads.
Like a TJ Maxx ad in the middle.
It's not even as understandable as the NBA game being filled with Gatorade ads. Because at least
that's a
Gatorade is
sponsorship.
basketball.
Charmin Ultra.
It's a sponsorship. Why is
you
Church's
pick up
Chicken
the
all
blood
over
after the
fucking
fight,
WWE? I don't. But I mean, same thing. The same issue with Xbox as well. Pay $300 for this fucking machine that you then pay $6 a month to actually use online, and you still get ads all over the fucking Xbox home screen. Why? Why do we have this? This is not.
Gotta get ready for Oculus Rift 2, where you put it on and get the ads sent directly into your corners for maximum
You fucking joke about
experience.
that, but I fully believe that that's where like fucking Facebook is heading with this shit.
Yep.
If you guys have ever seen Ready Player One, there's this wonderful part where they're talking about once they get control of the game that everybody plays, that they can that they have analysts who say we estimate that we can take up this amount of screen space or this amount of viewing space in the user's peripherals before causing seizures.
Simple economics.
Before causing seizures, not before it's annoying, not before it's unplayable, not before causing seizures, before physically harming people.
I would say that causing seizures makes it unplayable.
We live in a dystopian nightmare.
That's what I'm saying though. Is that they don't mind it being unplayable before the point of where you have a seizure.
At this point, companies don't really care whether the games are unplayable if people pre-order them.
No, I will say that that's a totally hypothetical scene, and it's great satire about where games are kind of going right now.
Yeah.
And Ready Player One's a good book. It's a good movie. I suggest you guys watch it if you get a chance.
Game industry,
okay.
bad.
Games. So more game stuff that I have to talk about. That's not fuck ups. There's a new game called Pacer coming out. It's like an anti-gravity racer, kind of F-Zero inspired. And there's actually people from Wolfbeats, a label, that are making music for it. And I thought that was really interesting because, you know, I enjoy seeing more producers from our small little communities making video game music.
Little positive things sprinkled in there, break up the negative.
I want to say a bad game.
I want to have all the negative stuff like lined up so that we get really, really riled up. That way, when we actually have a little bit more positive stuff to talk about, it's a nice, reprieve. And then we'll talk about the really fucked up stuff at the very end. But
okay, could I talk about Warcraft 3?
Oh God.
Okay,
they managed to get the lowest Metacritic rating of all time of all games ever.
Yeah, 0.8.
Give them a
0.5 now. It's at 0.5 right now.
0.5 now? Oh wow. Okay, so actually, I'm not going to force you guys to not talk about it or anything. But all this news actually came out before the point in time where I was going to talk about, or where we were going to have the tripod originally. So all my notes for that are actually on the notes for the next tripod. So I'm going to refrain from talking about it. But yeah, that's a really big fuck up. I don't know how they did that, but
Blizzard sure is a good company.
We love you, Blizzard.
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. So a really fun thing happened too, actually. NoClip tweeted out a while back who they should do their next documentary on. And it was like pictures of games coming out in March, like Cyberpunk and Final Fantasy VII and Doom. And there was another one that I just can't remember the name of for the life of me. And Doom, the official Doom Twitter page, actually replied and said Animal Crossing. I just thought that was really kind of fun. And
They're
neat.
in on the meme.
They're in on the meme. Okay, Fire Emblem. After a very, very successful launch last year, many people were calling it the best game in the series. I'm still on the fence on that one, but I mean, it's a very, very good entry in the game. It's finally getting its final DLC next month. The basement's haunted.
We're living in the basement, boys.
The basement's haunted, and that's all I have to say about that.
Basement's haunted.
There's not a whole lot to go off of. Basically, it's a side story that happens sometime in the first part of the game. That's all I know. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Remakes came out already, I think. I love it.
Yep.
I hate the art
look great.
style.
I love the art.
Well,
it
the style?
looks so...
I don't hate the style.
I love it. It's got such a homey feel. I love it.
Yeah, I gotta clarify now. I don't hate the style of the art. I hate the colors. It's like they're bloomed to 6 billion%.
I love it. I fucking love it.
My eyes.
It's so warm. It's so warm and it's so homey and I feel so comfy playing or watching people play it.
You call that warm? I call it light theme on Discord.
I don't know if I agree with that, but yeah, I love it. I can't wait to play it. I don't know if it actually came out yet or not. I think it came out 13th.
There was a demo.
I think so.
I know that.
Yeah, the demo's. I don't remember if the whole thing's out. I know the demo's been out.
I thought it was coming out like super soon. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I will find out.
I know just the Gen 4 people, the Gen 4 remake.
Oh man,
they're on suicide watch at this point.
I was like super upset when it like started talking about Mystery Dungeon because I was like, oh, fuck, we're not gonna get the remakes.
Remakes coming out on March 6th.
Okay.
Oh, okay, it's close.
That's fine. I can wait for that. Maybe I can't wait for that because there's shit like every
March is a busy month.
Yeah, March is a bad month to be a gamer.
Being a gamer is suffering.
I mean, even with all the delays that happen, it's still kind of not an easy month. And especially because I saw that new fucking Animal Crossing Switch that I want so bad. It looks so good. I love the dock. I love the little back texture on it. Don't love the Joy-Cons as much, but...
Get that Switch and combine it with the... Wait a minute, no. The Pokemon Switch was a Switch Lite, wasn't it?
I think yes.
Yeah,
Darn it!
it was.
Foiled again. That's the good color scheme. I want that on a
That
full
was
Switch.
a great color scheme. It is. Yeah, I do like that one a lot. I wouldn't have minded if the Joy-Cons on the Animal Crossing Switch were like totally eggshell colored. I would have liked them to either be all cream white or all those pastels all the way through. I don't know why they decided to make the backs of them white and the fronts of them colored. That's just, I don't know.
It's a bit odd.
It's like
it's a very
the
odd
apple
choice.
ring candies. It's like that.
Thank you. That's very accurate, actually.
But you know a good thing
I know
about
what you're
that-
talking about.
the color scheme.
Yeah.
It's the official
I'm not gonna be able. I'm
Blueboard
not gonna be able to
16
not see
Joy-Con
that.
color scheme.
Shout out to Blueborg, great artist. All right, let's start with the segment. Let's start with the new segment. This fucking game,
Here we go. Get ready, gamers.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, released last year,
Yep.
and it is lacking. It is a fun game. I feel like a lot of the new Pokemon are nice. I feel like they made questionable decisions, taking some of the previous gens out was just kind of bad. That's a terrible thumbnail that you just posted there, Warrior.
Derailed immediately.
I know.
Yeah, it's Pokemon Sword and Shield had this just really abysmal launch. It just was not. It wasn't a bad game.
It's their
It
best-selling
just
game,
wasn't-
isn't it?
It just wasn't much of a game.
No, it's not. It's not
I feel
worth
like-
the price.
I feel like a lot of the stuff they introduced was really, really good and really, really fun. Also, this thumbnail is the back of the guy's underwear, but the front of his body. What? You can see his abs, but then you can very clearly see that that's the back of his underwear.
No, it looks like his back.
I saw this article because
Oh,
somebody
maybe
was
it is
making
his
fun
spine.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep derailing
Adrian.
this fucking thumbnail.
Stay on
All right.
track. Follow the plan again.
I feel like you, Danny, please concentrate.
Make me mad, Adrian. Come on.
Flanagan.
Pokemon had really, really fun mechanics. I loved camping. I loved the Dynamax and Gigantamax battles. That's it. Oh, there's cool characters. How version 2 is pretty fun to be around until it gets annoying.
Hal too, until after he speaks for the second time, and you're like, just give me the gun already. Just put me out of my misery. Come on.
All the
He's a
character
little
designs except for
Oh,
the
man, I
champion
can't
are
believe-
excellent.
I can't believe he used a
That's
super
hard.
effective attack. Like, oh man, you know those type advantages. I mean, I've only been doing this for one.
He says it every time you fight.
Every damn battle, including the championship match. He's like, oh, it's super effective. I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna use against you?
I don't understand, dude. Are you not using super effective attacks? Are we not supposed to? Is it illegal?
Is it
What
cheating?
happening? Smoke on, please.
All right, Hop. This is the battle for the championship. You're at the top.
Hop,
This
that's
is the
his
final
name.
battle.
Use tackle.
I've been calling him how to. For
It's
the
close.
last couple months.
And you just like
Because it's
change
such a
the
fun.
European.
It's such a fucking play on. It's such a fucking fun play on words because it's how to play,
how
how to
That's what
fight,
he
how to
needs.
battle.
He needs one of those.
It's such a fun play on words. Yeah, I actually like him though. He's got good
He's like-
energy.
yeah.
He actually had character development. Like he lost a match and he had this moment where he was like really, really upset with himself and like
Yeah, his whole
Felt
story
like-
arc is him learning
I
he's not
thought-
the main character.
I thought there was
Damn.
I thought there was really wonderful writing in some of these events, and some of the
No.
dialogue was a little bit but I mean, I thought that there was like really wonderful stuff like that was further than skin deep in this game that just it
Yeah.
wasn't able to be made.
You could tell that they had a thought, like there was a general big idea that they wanted to do with the plot, but they just they didn't know how to do it. They just dropped the ball. It's like
Also, full disclosure, I still haven't finished the game.
oh.
I'm still.
Okay, to be fair,
I finished the gym leaders, and I'm in that ice area, and I haven't gone anywhere.
That's
I
fine.
stopped caring.
Do not own a Switch.
I mean, to be fair, you're at like the actual plot of the game, so enjoy it. Like, just play it for the last 30 minutes. You'll actually get story then, and then it's over with.
God. So
That's all it is.
All I know about this game is that when it came out,
Pokemon are in it.
all of my favorites were not in it, and then they released a DLC and added more Pokemon, and not a single one of my favorites was in that either. I feel personally attacked.
Let's get to the DLC.
Ladies and gentlemen, is our segue into why this fucking game is part of this segment. Oh my god, I cannot believe you had the audacity to sell me this $60 game and it not be complete, and then give me the rest of the game for $30 more.
Like, you remember when they said
for the people that are like defending it, saying that, oh well, you only paid $40 for the original game and then the third version of the game or whatever it was when it came out, that's $80. Yeah, this is $90. They're making a $10 profit. If I was just buying,
if it's one,
if
you own both.
One.
If you own both, you're actually paying for a new game. If you own both.
I came so close to buying the other one when it launched because I wanted a physical one. I came so close to doing it. I'm so glad I didn't, because I started playing the game and I realized that there was not enough there for me to justify that. And I'm still thinking about buying a used one, because technically that's not giving them more money. That's just giving somebody else money. Yeah. But even then, it's just like this. That's horrible.
I just don't know how people can't do math when you say, oh well, you're saving on the game. I'm like, no, you're not, because if you're doing $60 for one game, it's $120 for two, and then you're buying 2 DLCs. Well, that's 30 plus 30. That's 60. There's your fucking new game.
There are people out there who will look at a product that the price is $300 and still believe that you're saving money somehow.
I don't get it. Y'all are delusional. I'm calling y'all out. Come fight me. You know where I'm at.
I understand. Look,
but here's the thing with DLC,
I understand that there's constantly new audiences that you're having to be kind of considerate of. Like, I know I've seen little kids cry over older kids bullying them about these games. Like, terrible stuff. Like, just with the overall toxicity of this fan group. You can be critical of this company. You can be critical of these games without interfering with other people. I just want to throw that out there real quick, because I feel like there's a line that you can draw in the sand where you're harassing people and you're talking to people. And on top of that, I also want to throw out that these developers, these people that worked on this game, have no say in what they get to finish and what they get to make.
That is the truth.
These are grunts. They are hired to do a task. They're hired to do it in this amount of time. If they don't do it in this amount of time, they deliver what they have. That is how it works in almost every other industry. That's why we constantly have fucking updates and patches to all kinds of shit out there. That's why UI for stuff like Amazon Prime's video service and even Netflix's video service are just absolutely abysmal, because nobody gives them time to make something truly good.
That's why Cats got patched in the theaters.
That's what we're going with, huh? That's what we're going with. Why did you go with Cats? Why can't we talk about Sonic?
Because
Sonic's gonna be good eventually.
Because Sonic's probably gonna be good, but like Cats, no.
Dude, I can. Damn it!
That day one patch.
Day one patch in the theater. Jesus.
Dude, that would be so fucking funny. Yeah, so I just want to point out that the developers are not the criminals here. At least not on the surface level.
Are you so? Like, what you're telling me is, Adrian, is that the real villainous team of the game is Game Freak?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've always been the villainous team, right?
Yeah. Management. Yeah. It always comes back to management.
It comes down to management, and it comes down to time management for
to
these
see
things.
my union steward.
So with this Pokemon DLC, they're adding new Pokemon for money.
Yes.
Well,
they're not even new. It's not even really.
Yeah.
There are new ones.
There's 3 new
I meant
ones.
like back to the game. Well, I think the worst thing about this is the fact that they first said, "Oh, we can't have all these Pokemon because the Nintendo Switch is so limiting," and they're like, "Oh, if you pay money, though, we can put more on."
That's not what they
It's
said.
not
Actually,
even. No, that's not
they
even.
said it was
yeah.
too much work to create
they
all
already-
these new models and
they
animations.
And they said in the last generation too, they already had every model set up, so all they had to do was just import it over. And then they said it's too much work. I'm like, wait a minute now. Yeah, then they said, yep.
And then they got caught. And then they got caught lying about that because somebody fucking data mined the fuck out of this game, and they found out that those are the same exact models that they had from Sun and Moon.
And the same
And there's
animations.
only, there's only a few. Yep, there's a few that have just a few more extra polygons.
This is why we call this is why we call Hop How To, because he uses all of How's animations.
Exactly,
all of them.
Yep. He's Hop too.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
one of the other only thing that I know about this, so my favorite part about the DLC, is that you're paying money to get access to the worst Pokemon design of all time.
Oh my god, here we go. Stupid bulbous head legendary thing.
Big brain.
Yep.
Big brain.
Big brain.
It's the Nihilance. That's what it is. The Nihilance from Half-Life.
And not in its defense, but in defense of the other one that they introduced. The other one is really, really, really cool.
Yeah, the one with the 2 forms or whatever.
Yeah, the Urshifu is really cool, but its baby form is also really cool too. I like.
Yep,
I
like it. It's good.
There's a lot of
doing that.
Also,
every Pokemon design is excellent now that this one exists.
Yep.
The Ring of Peace is
even
now a
Ice
good
Cube.
design.
Even Ice Cube.
you shut your mouth. Klefki is an amazing design.
The
I
ice
fucking
cream
love
cone
Klefki.
is now a good design.
Hey,
Ice cream cone
Vanilla
is okay.
Yeah, Vanilla Ice is amazing.
Now, I'm not gonna make fun of
line.
Trubbish, because Trubbish was always a top tier design.
I'm so glad.
Trump's job was to be trash. That's what
Trubbish
he did.
is trash. Like, I don't know.
If Game Freak has done anything right, it is how much they have stood by Trubbish.
I mean,
That's
they
a
made
good
it. What they made it? What's her face's main whole? You know.
Yeah, and
Ace
he's
in the
so
hole.
prominent. He's so fucking prominent in the anime too. Like there has not been a season since he was introduced that he has not been in.
Yep.
You know what else is now a good design, factually?
What?
Ditto.
Ditto's always been a good design.
Has anybody really ever complained about Ditto?
Listen, I'm just looking at these
People
designs and
complained
thinking,
about
wow,
Mr.
that's a
Mime and
basic thing.
Pinks. Really? Nobody complained about Tangela. Really? Nobody complained about Tangela.
At least Tangle is
Have you-
interesting.
I don't know.
It's got a bunch of lines.
Have you seen the sprite for the original one?
It's got a bunch of lines.
Hang on, let me
You're getting a
find this
picture,
fucking
aren't you?
Sprite. I'm getting a picture.
I can't
Where is
believe
it?
you've done this.
That's shopping. That's not images.
I don't even
Why are we shopping for
remember
Tangela?
enough Pokemon to be able to think of more designs to dunk on right now, so I guess
That's
I'm done
fine.
with that.
To be fair, all you care about is your 666 butterfly.
That is true. Also not in the game. And also I need to point out
What
that
is it?
I'm
mean, it's
fully
a
aware
fucking
that
mop.
my opinions are
It's
terrible.
fine.
It's a
fine.
mop.
It's fine, Adrian.
It's a mop.
It's fine. And you know what? Gen 9 will probably have a mop now that you've said it.
It's not a mop.
I would
it's
welcome
the,
an
it's the
actual
flying spaghetti
mop
monster
over
before
this
he learned how to
fucking
fly.
thing. And let's not forget that
Rodham,
one
Rodham.
of the worst additional evolutions in the game. Let's not forget its fucking evolution.
Finger growth. Yep. It got
What is
hands. It got hands.
Catch him.
It's
Yep.
Mop V2.
Catch all them hands.
It's a mop that ate the mop bucket. Awful.
How do we get
No
here?
good
So-
design.
Though it evolves again, is
You
it
were
a
complaining
robot?
about Pokemon designs.
Yeah, and then you
What do you mean,
brought
how
up
did we
one
get
that
here?
wasn't bad. Listen, I just said that I know my opinions are terrible on this.
God, I will stand by Klefki to my dying day.
No, I'm sorry. That's where we disagree. Klefki's fine. Leave it alone.
No, that's what I'm for Klefki.
Oh, okay.
Kit is the one that's against it.
Listen,
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Kit, shut up. No, you
the ice
you
cream
don't have
cone
rights
I
anymore.
legitimately dislike and think it's dumb.
Yeah,
Klefki,
no.
I make fun of because it's humorous. I don't
Vanilla-
really hate the
Vanilla
keys.
Light
It's
is-
just funny
is
because they're dumb
fine.
and it's fun to make fun of.
Vanillish.
What about the gears? Do you like the gears?
Oh, that's another one. That's the one.
Get out! Get out! No,
I think they're-
Clink
I think
is
they're-
amazing.
Don't you dare!
I
I have
think-
a question. I have a
I
question
think
about
they are
Klefki.
adorable.
Clink is
I have a
my.
question. I have a question
It's
about
another
Klefki.
design that is really dumb and easy to make fun of, but it's not horrible.
What is it,
I-
Wallace?
Do you think Klefki has the key to my heart?
No.
Probably.
No.
Damn.
Do you
Hey,
think
I'm gonna
Klefki
be
has
wrong.
perfect
No
pitch?
wonder. No wonder I don't love Klefki.
Jacob, what?
Do you think Klefki has perfect pitch?
What a joke. What a joke.
That
Oh,
got
you
2
joker.
chuckles out of me. Good job.
Did you hear that? That's me slapping my knee. That was so funny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That might have been a little much.
That sounded so passive aggressive.
Dude, let me just say, I am so upset with this fucking franchise because
Yep.
they've had so many good things in the past. They Gen 2 was and still is a masterpiece.
It is.
It has
So
everything.
is 5.
It has
So-
damn near everything that you could ever want. Gen 3, small step back, but still very, very solid. And then we get to Gen 4, and it's kind of buggy. It's not
Yeah,
really.
4 is interesting,
well-made.
but it's okay.
But I love the world. I love the little underground place. I love a lot of the gym leaders, and I loved a lot of the Pokemon they introduced. And despite what Nick says, I like Rhyperior. I like
I do too.
Electivire.
I
Rhyperior's
fucking
awesome.
love
Zone.
I
I don't know what's wrong with him, but there's a lot to unpack with that guy.
that Pokedex is hard to get, but it's okay.
Let me tell you, Nick has worse opinions than Kit.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, consistently. It's
He
true.
really does. Because nobody in this fucking server agrees with him ever.
Never.
To the point that
It's not happened once.
there is not one, not 2, but several server memes dedicated entirely to disagreeing with him.
A whole rule devoted straight for him.
2 of them.
Oh yeah, 2 of them. That's right. There's 2.
All right, so let me continue. Gen 5 is a masterpiece. I do not care what anybody says.
I know.
Its
Gen 5 is
storytelling
peak. Yep.
Is
Gen
so
5 is the
fucking
only
good.
one that I actually want to return to.
I love
Gen
Gen 5. All my
is
heart.
Such good storytelling. It's such good world building. It's
So much after game shit to do too.
It's peak form for them in terms of mechanics and content as well, because man, they just went all out.
Yep.
And then 6 happened.
And then we got to X and Y, and it just and it dropped the
X and
ball.
Y gave me my favorite Pokemon ever.
Yeah,
That's
it gave me my first Shining 2, so I can't really complain. But
And then 7 happened, and 7 is
7 is
Sun and
actually.
Moon, right?
And
I really
I would be salty
Enjoyed
with
the
that.
changes that they made in Sun and Moon. I thought they were fresh and unique.
Yep.
It's Vivillon, Danny.
It was neat. Yeah, my favorite Vivillon of all time. Nothing
Vivian.
can beat it. It's
It's a fucking butterfly.
It's
yeah,
French.
just-
It's Vivian. Don't
I
say
don't
the L.
care.
I'll
Pokedex
kill
number
you.
is
Calling it
666.
Kill
Yeah.
you.
Dex number 666 managed to wipe Drew's team with it.
Shut up. Didn't
Butterfly
happen.
from hell.
It happened.
I've played that team too. That fucking Vivillon with its Hurricane is not nice. It is strong.
Hurricane, Sleep Powder, Quiver Dance. Ooh boy. Exquisite.
Now, I do just want to say that all of the side games, I think, so far that Pokemon has made have been absolute gems. Coliseum, Stadium, Snap. You know what? I take that back. There are a few bad ones that I'm not going to talk about. But they've had a lot of good ones out there. I mean, you know, Stadium, Coliseum, Snap.
Gale of Darkness.
Gale of Darkness is really good. The Mystery Dungeons, I think, were all excellent games. Even if you don't really love the idea of the remakes, I think that the originals are really, really fun.
Yep, love the originals.
The Pokemon Ranger ones were also excellent. They were a very cool idea. And one of my favorite unique takes on the series was Conquest. Actually,
I was about to say, if you don't mention Conquest.
Yeah,
Conquest
that game was awesome.
One of the most unique takes on the Pokemon series, and it will always hold a place in my heart. And by God, if they have to delay Gen 4 remakes again to do a fucking Conquest remake, please sign me the fuck up.
Do it.
Dude, they could delay Gen 4 for so many other side games, too. They could delay it for Conquest, they could delay it for another Stadium, they could delay it for fucking Snap. I mean, there really is an endless amount of stuff. Like, I wouldn't even mind if they re-released one of the pinball games. Because the pinball games are fun, too.
Where did those go? I bring those back.
God, those are so good.
So many hours in the Ruby and Sapphire one that I don't even know off the top of my head. I just know it's probably more than 200.
I'm probably up there with Pokemon Conquest, to be honest. It's just my default Pokemon game.
The side games are so unique and fun, and they should just bring it back. Bring it back.
I never played the Ranger side games, but I had a lot of fun with them.
Ranger, oh god, Shadows of Almia. Oh god, so many hours in that too.
Hey, Game Freak, here's an idea. You don't have to remake the pinball games. Just take the source material, whatever it is you need for it, take it and put it in a slot machine. Not an actual real-life slot machine. Put it in the fucking slot machines inside the games.
They can't do that. They got rid of them because they're now illegal.
Whatever, don't they have arcades now or something like that? I don't know.
You have the Voltorb flip because gameplay is against the rules in games now, or something to do with the ESRB or something like that. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. Just seriously, like, give us an arcade instead of the gambling setup. That's fine. Yeah. I never really cared about the gambling corner, to be honest with you. Just give us an arcade. Let us play games like pinball. Are you kidding me? Wouldn't that be so fucking good if you could just play side games like that inside of the game? It wouldn't make me happy with what we got for Sword and Shield, but it would help. Okay, that's
off the soapbox.
That's all I can muster up. I am very, very salty over how this franchise has been treated and how just into the ground the core series is. There are good things about this game. There are way more bad things about this game.
Chairman Rose was a person.
I think the thing that I brought up last time we talked about this and mentioned good things was that this game actually managed to bring back some of that childlike wonder that you get that disappeared for a while.
Or a bit.
Wild area. Stepping into the wild area for the first time
was great. I like that feeling.
Incredible. That was so surreal, being able to step into an open environment like that. But at the sacrifice of puzzles, at the sacrifice of, just good linear / maze-like maps.
A sense of adventure.
I don't know if that was completely worth it.
A sense of pride and accomplishment.
That too.
But boy, let me tell you, man, the wild area was just something else to step into for the first time. I thought that was just such a good feeling in a Pokemon game, and it really, really served to sell me on the game when I first started it. Of course, you went on a little bit further and you realized that it was buggy to hell and the servers weren't quite picking up the pace, and a lot of their online wasn't as good as it should have been when it came out. But I mean,
it still isn't good, really.
It still really isn't that good, but it definitely got a lot better from when it started. And yeah, Nintendo in general needs to figure out their multiplayer setup. It's getting unreal how bad it is. Smash is the only thing that has any kind of good matchmaking, and even then, it's not great.
Oh.
So, those are my complaints about Game Freak, Pokemon, and Nintendo as a whole. That's all I have for this segment of this fucking game. I forgot what my Fallout news was. I'm sure it was something asinine, too. But, yeah. Oh, all of Fallout 4. All of Fallout 4 is in Fallout 76. Literally all the assets.
Yeah.
Just load it in.
This is
All
this
of
is
it
why
is
the
there. You
install
can
size is so
spawn-
huge. It's all of Fallout 4.
You can spawn NPCs from Fallout 4 into 76. What? That's actually, you know what? That's a step worse than fucking the wrestling game.
You can spawn in the NPCs, and not only do they spawn in, they function for the most part. Not quite to the fullest extent that they do in Fallout 4, but they have the AI in them.
It's
You can
surreal.
also spawn the Brotherhood of Steel airship. Just wherever you want.
Sarixa delivers on the artwork tonight. Wow.
As usual.
That is incredible.
A round of applause.
All right, that's it for Tripod. I don't have anything else to talk about. So quick recap on Tripulse stuff. Canvas shirts have ended for this round. Maybe we'll get another compilation this year. That's up to Kit's discretion. It's likely we'll see another one if he's able to keep up his lifespan. He'll do it. Hydration service is starting very soon. The Break Chains website will be up soon to kind of give you all the details and stuff for that. I'm going to be posting on the forums all the neat little metrics and details of making shirts and starting a business kind of stuff, and that'll be interesting to look at. Also going to give you like a more in-depth breakdown on how the actual charity part of the shirt and further line brings. Also, we're going to bring kind of like a roadmap, stretch goal kind of thing for, the stuff that I mentioned earlier, the pins, patches, stickers, water bottles, all that good dandy stuff. And finally, Tripalooza, like I said, wasn't the best this past year, wasn't the worst. I'm excited to kind of start planning and using you guys' feedback to, make the summer-based one, hopefully actually do it this time around, and as well as doing a new and improved version of Tripalooza once again. Thank you guys for coming out. My name is Adrian. We're going to do one last round off with all of you guys, starting with Drew.
Yep, this is Drew. Thank you for listening to this and whatnot.
Yeah, this is Jacob. Thanks for whatever Drew said.
Yo, this is Wallace. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for following the Planikin, Anakin. Lanakin. Give it a follow under the floorboards. Harrison Ford.
Mon's not hot. All right, that's it. That's all. Goodbye. See you later, everybody.